Hello, and welcome to James the Lesser's Express Lane, where we get you and out as fast as possible. Saw Venom today in XD. It's a little bit more, but bigger screen, better sound, seats are more comfortable. Why not? Is Venom worth the extra money? Actually, yes. There's been some bad reviews on the internet. My only real complaint is it should have been rated R. Being a PG-13 movie, they can use the F word once in a non-sexual manner, and they used it well in this movie. But Venom is a violent being. It would be like, oh, Venom's about to do something, and then you see someone's reaction of, oh god, what the, and then it cuts back to whatever Venom was doing already done. That's how they kept it PG-13. Was like you knew he did something, like look in the person's face, and the aftermath when the camera comes back, you knew Venom did something just grotesque and violent. But you couldn't show it because it's PG-13. The villain in this movie is rich billionaire, aka Elon Musk. It's Elon Musk, but an evil version. It's a typical villain, your rich guy villain. He has a vision for the world. Unfortunately, that vision isn't very nice to a bunch of poor people that don't always live at the end of his experiments. Eddie Brock is a reporter. He wants to investigate this and gets fired. Girlfriend leaves him. Actually, at the time it was his fiancée. Leaves him. He moves out of one apartment to some shithole. He has no money. He can't get a job because he's been blacklisted by the rich guy. And his life is just in dumps. Then he has a chance to reinvestigate the guy, get the inside look, and be able to prove he's not Mr. Nice Guy. Unfortunately, he comes across the symbiote Venom. There's multiple symbiotes that came off the spaceship thing that the Elon Musk character launched, just like the real Elon Musk. And this one absolutely attaches to him, becomes Venom. He climbs up a wall. It's like, well, how was he able to climb up a wall? Like, obviously in the comics, he got his powers from Spider-Man. Like, he bonded with Spider-Man, and when Spider-Man got rid of him, he still kept the powers. So, why was he able to climb up walls? And he didn't do the webbing, I will say that, but he did the, suit, like, grabbing the stuff and pull him away and all that. It did do that. But, let's say you don't know Venom's original origin. Let's say you're a kid, you're 15, you just started getting into the Marvel Universe. This is your first encounter with Venom because you were too young to watch, or too young when Venom came out in Spider-Man 3. So this could be a good introduction to Venom. If you're a comic book nerd, it's a little annoying how they did it. But, great action. Explosions, chase scenes, fighting, guns. The action sequences were actually really good. It starts off you had the big bang, slow for about 30 minutes, and then Venom. Now, the 30 minutes is obviously setting up Eddie Brock, setting up the villain, setting up other characters, setting up Venom himself. Like, it builds up to Venom, which Black Panther took about an hour to do it. All of the original Iron Man, except for maybe the last 10 minutes, was introduction to the character. So I'm not annoyed by the fact that they took about half an hour to introduce us to Eddie Brock, introduce us to Venom and his world. It was a good build-up to the next part of the movie, to part 2 and then 3 and all that. Like, they did it well. Some movies, the intro is just like, come on, just fucking get over. This one actually kept you into the story. There'll be no spoilers in this movie, but stay for the end credit. And if you want to see something really cool, stay for the very end credit. It doesn't have anything to do with Venom, but it is still pretty freaking cool. And yeah, Stan Lee makes an appearance, yay. Everyone clapped. Everyone's like, yeah, it's Stan Lee, yay. And they do set up for a sequel. I hope they make enough money that it's worth making a sequel, because the CGI one fight scene, the CGI was better than all the CGI DC could ever think of doing. It's like, how does Marvel get their CGI done so well? They probably pay extra for it, I'm sure. But it's worth it. When you had the symbiote fighting someone and you see just like the ripples, like he's being shot and you see the ripples of the bullets hitting the suit and all that. Or the symbiote, I guess you'd call it, not a suit. Because it's not a suit like in Spider-Man 3. It's actual symbiote thing and all that. It's just so cool to see like the ripples effects and all that. And how his jaw moves, and it's just a really good CGI. Now, yes, you don't always need good special effects to make a movie good. A movie is good if it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. But the CGI really just done very, very well. Seriously, this movie was done very well. I was a bit surprised by how good the CGI was. I went into it after hearing some reviews going, oh man, please don't suck. Please don't suck. Cross fingers, knock on wood, please don't suck. And I was surprised. It didn't suck. Again, my only real complaint is it should have been rated R. You could have had more violence from Venom. He's a violent person. The villain he fights is a violent person. But they couldn't show that much violence because, again, PG-13. Will Sony ever make a rated R Venom movie? Probably not. But if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. So hopefully you guys, I do say, go out and see this movie. Maybe don't pay for XD or IMAX or whatever's fancy cinema. Just go to a regular theater. Don't need to pay the $5 Tuesdays or $5 for the first viewing. Like, no, pay full price, but maybe don't pay for the XD, IMAX, whatever experience. This movie is definitely worth watching. 8 out of 10. Great action, great CGI, good story. Just, it should have been rated R. As always, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.